Hey there, good people. Good morning and happy weekend to everybody. Today is a Friday. It's also 21st of February. That marks the International Mother Language Day for Bangladesh. People gave life to, make this language Bengali as our official language for our land. And then followed by, 71, we had the Liberation War. So people know that like 21st of February, that not anywhere else in the world people gave life for their mother tongue. Okay, so very special to us who speak Bengali. So today is 21 February, in say in Bengali. So today is very peaceful and quiet, sunny day, kind of mild breeze, not very warm, but it will get warm as the day progresses. And the time is 10:15. I want to do this extra video today, just letting you know my 2 cents on certain issue that I'm noticing, and I'll address it. I'll take names, okay, but not to create controversy. I'll try to stay away from controversy. I'll try to just say that what I feel towards this issue. One thing is going to be Middle Eastern perfumes. Aromatics Nib recently did a video, and I think I did comment on his video. I did enjoy, watch the whole thing, and I did agree with most of his not arguments, the points that he made, like how Middle Eastern perfume is taking over. It's like billions in industry. So whatever my information I have from my fellow brothers, frag heads, reviewers from Middle East, or the company owners or vendors, sellers, the numbers that I get, I'll give you like what's happening in subcontinent, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and also somewhere else, how much they're selling. So I'll talk about that. And also I did cover this topic before, like how designer and niche are falling behind, the Middle Eastern perfumes. And I will repeat some of my points. And the thing I will say, our community is divided, okay? Because certain reviewers, certain community is going in one pattern, and other community is in different. The old school reviewers, they feel differently. Something they mention a lot about ethics and all that. So I'll address that as well without, should I mention names? Yeah, I will. So you guys follow different reviewers. I understand that. And some of you reviewers, you like a certain way, like you like their blunt honesty or frank take, or how they bash perfumes, how they say the most you know brutal honest stuff. You like that. Sometimes you like a little bit spice or drama or attacking mode, when you talk about other reviewers or expose them. I think those get a lot more views because people like drama. Personally, I also like drama, no problem, but I enjoy when truth wins. I am the person, I like karma. When you watch YouTube videos, sorry, just funny. When you watch YouTube videos, reels after reels, we're all addicted to that. We don't have net for 1 hour, you're gonna go crazy. So I do that. I put myself to sleep, yeah, watching video after video, funny animal video, baby video, the compilation of voiceover on the animals talk and stuff. I think RXN, I forgot the channel name. So I enjoy those. I like munching on food. I'm like, oh, that's funny. So the point I was trying to make is we do enjoy stuff that is dramatical, but I personally like to enjoy something that's not fake, like artificial intelligence. We see a video, and because we're old, we don't understand instantly what is AI and what's real video. Sometimes we see video of something, we go like, oh my god, like certain, like imagine there's two people who never date, and you see a page that's putting a picture, they're wearing a bikini and then swimwear, making out on the beach and stuff, and you go like, oh my god, I would not imagine that these people will be doing that. And actually, it's not real, it's fake. So, these things I don't like. Honestly speaking, that's what I don't like because I'm an old guy. I don't find it even funny. I find it stupid waste of time, okay? Wastage of time. So, what do I like? I do like, imagine something just you hear, okay? Like huge graft or corruption case that came out, and then someone got busted for real good reasons and they're arrested. Sweet justice, sweet karma. I love that. But let's tackle our reviewers first, then we'll talk about the industry. Okay, taking names. Without names, it's not funny. Like it's not fun. People will be like, who are you mentioning? Why are you being ambiguous? Why are you being like vague? I don't want to do that. We have reviewers like the guy who started the community. Okay, let's go from there. I'm taking very, very sweet time. I'm taking like thinking, what should I say? Mark Robesoid, the guy who started the fragrance company. Some people will say there are other reviewers. There are many other reviewers who started from the same year, but mostly people know Robesoid is the godfather of fragrance community, and he had so many videos, and his many of his videos got taken down because of copyright issues, which he used music or whatever. I enjoy personally those videos, and I'm gonna go really, really deep. I started watching his reviews, then other reviews like Red Lessons, Max Forte, Jeremy. This is how my journey started, 2014-15, and he started his journey in 2007 or 8, long time ago. Those time I didn't even know fragrances would have reviews. I found out one in 2014. I was like, Hugo Boss bottle review. Okay, there you go. My favorite perfume reviewed by a guy. I'm like, how you can review perfumes? And I found it interesting. And then one after another, thousands of videos, and you fall for this game so hard. So I give my utmost respect. You guys know how I always say he's my guru, fragrance guru, even though I learned nothing from him firsthand. After watching his videos, I bought many perfumes and I learned from his videos. We hardly talked. We talked only once or twice, I think, on phone, on Messenger. And that was after many years. I used to be in his group. I used to comment always, and I used to join his live sessions. But I would say we didn't have much of personal communication. I was close to Chad, a gentleman's journey. Okay, he's my best friend in the community. Okay, I'll just tell you out there if you do not know. This guy is the one who put me in the map. Okay, he did ask me, Joy, you want to do a collab video, which was a holiday, Christmas, top 10, something sort of like cold weather fragrance. I don't remember, but I was part of 2 or 3 of his collab videos where also Mark, Steven, these reviewers also, were part of it. So my biggest gratitude is to Chad. I always say that he is, if you ask me after Robes, who's your inspiration? I would say Robes is my inspiration to do this work, but I'm here because of one thing, obviously, God. God plans everything. Second is my ex. She helped me a lot. I would give my gratitude to her. She helped me throughout my journey, whatever it was. It's like 100, 200%. If some person can support you, she did. We're not together no more, but I would always say she is like was always like above my head, like as a tree. So then Chad is the best reviewer. He is the most hardworking. He deserves so much more attention. He deserves so much more company attention, that they should send him bottles. I'm saying that because I believe he deserves it. He deserves 100,000, not me. Okay, I got 100,000 because I work every day like a worker. I work 2-3 videos per day, and it's insane how much I work, because I am addicted to this game. That's the biggest truth. There's just nothing, no lying. So going back to these reviewers, so Mark lost many of his videos and he re-uploaded, but definitely lost all the views, all the numbers. If his channel content was here until now, he would be the biggest content creator for sure, with the highest views and all that. But I respect Mark, Sebastian, who lost their work videos and still they re-uploaded it and they restarted it, and they're still some of the best reviewers on YouTube. I have full respect. Okay, so why am I talking about reviewers? Where is the sorry, I sprayed something today. Yeah, I sprayed something very strong when I reviewing. When you spray this, how was fire, man? I need to take a break. Sorry. So those fragrances are all on my hands, so I need to cough it out, okay, because I have a little bit of cold. So yeah, where is the controversy? Where is the fight? Where is the drama? Here is the drama. Jeremy fragrance, the alternative, multiverse or whatever you call that. When Jeremy started reviewing, I saw 2 of his videos, okay? And I'll tell you, I was the biggest Jeremy fan. As many fragrances I bought from Jeremy's, suggestions, I don't think I have bought any other fragrance from any other channels, even Mark's, okay? I'll tell you frankly, because Jeremy was such a charming channel. He was the good-looking guy. For me, he looks like Ronaldo and Tom Cruise sort of mix when he was in his prime. Being a German, his English is very, very good. He used to be a pop star, So all his charisma, all his suits, YSL suits in his office. So it could be maybe he was a model and he was perhaps paid, or his videos were maybe sponsored. I don't know. He got a lot of sponsorship, and he's the now biggest number in terms of the YouTube fragrance community. He's the leading number, okay, in terms of number, I say, but not the best reviewer anymore. But watching his reviews, I was like, oh my God, Lanvin alum. You guys know Lanvin alum. Versace Rose, Dylan Blue, these fragrances, Alirum Sport, Au Extreme. These fragrances mostly got popular due to Jeremy. Okay, this one I keep saying it; it'll never change. Whatever he did for the community till today, his work remains, and his work followed by him moving to USA. Now he's, I think, in Dubai or somewhere. He's working with Middle Eastern perfumes and all that. But Jeremy basically made fragrance designer game interesting, and I became a designer guy seeing his reviews. So when Jeremy got popular, and his review is not conventional. He doesn't talk about notes. He just talks about compliments, women attention. He brought beautiful ladies on channel. If I say I hate that, women is just so cheap, whatever, I'll be lying. Okay, I'm a straight guy. I do love women. I do love whatever happened in his channel. Apart from the later on whatever it was very obvious. But I did like Lana. I did like the other girls he brought, Naomi. So we are men. Fragrance are not exactly connected to women, but we love to have that connection. Like why Carly fragrance or Michelle Carly or some of the other ones. Erica, yeah, Erica, and those other reviewers, because they're women, guys like women. Okay, this is straight influence. If girls are a little bit naughty and they say, "Oh man, you're gonna get pee, you're gonna get like a something dropper," with this fragrance, men would love that. Many men, they'll go like, "I like that. Carly is so funny, and she's like so right, and she's so hot." That has nothing to do with perfumes, but this is men thinking like that. Many women also like female fragrance reviewers because they are cute, perhaps they dress up nicely and they do cute naughty things. So that's another later part. They were newer reviewers, but Jeremy was older reviewer. He got so much attack when he released this perfume because many people have this complaint that he was sponsored, he was paid, and he promoted his perfume like I also didn't like it, like how he said this is the best perfume in the world. You release a fragrance and you say this is the best. You should never say it's the best. You should let other people judge it and say if they say that's the best, that's the best. But I understand you have to promote your product. Sometimes ridiculous 350, suddenly it's $100 down to that. So these were up and down, but good reasons were there. But also I felt he was attacked by many reviewers, Fragrance Bros, Jeremy, and all the other reviewers that talked about him. But there was Jeremy in one side, and then rest of the community of the older reviewers in the other side. So many of you who are new, you do not know about these issues back in the days. These are solved now. People don't talk about Jeremy like in their channels no more, apart from maybe Dan Norton once in a while making content. That's different. But I remember that time it started, and then I felt community was never united in first place. I never seen uh, after 2010, 12-ish, I did not see reviewers doing a meetup in USA or Canada, have a nice little sniffing session in Creed like they used to do back in the days. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, Rob Zoid, Max 40, all this, Street Sense, Al. So these guys used to meet up, just like even Chado used to go. And I miss that community. Many of the reviewers are not with us anymore, like Carlos. He passed away. Rest in peace, my brother. But we never really had united community defending each other. Mostly, we always say poking of other reviewers, making fun of them. This was mostly the community. And community is always divided. Some people like those viral videos, breaking a bottle, breakdancing. Some people like, those 2-3 hours live sessions, talking about fragrance community. And there's this certain reviewers who do not review perfumes. They just do 4 or 5 hours of live talking about I don't know what, So those reviewers I don't like. So now, after 2000, the COVID time, there are some new reviewers that came out, Michelle and the other new girls, and they got instant popularity. They started their channel and they grew so fast, and their channels like much younger than our channel, but they got so much more number than us. Okay, that's fine. Popularity matters. But mostly what happened was like aromatic snip. Okay, that's the issue that many of the reviewers have. And I noticed Mark Robzoit, with all due respect, doing many of the videos exposing Michelle Carly, exposing brand new designer or niche perfume releases being hyped by them, So how do I see this? What do I know about aromatic snip? Okay, let's talk about this guy. Nib is much newer reviewer compared to many other reviewers. I have seen him opening his channel, and he did approach me with a very humble manner that, hey brother, I'm a big fan of your work, I know your reviews, would you like to do a live session? I attended his live session, and he does so much work Now most of it is his personal brand, Middle Eastern brands more than designer niche. And he did make a video recent times is about how Middle Eastern perfumes are taking over the industry, which much bigger industry than designers. I did say something like this similar few weeks back, and I did say the reason Middle Eastern perfumes are cheaper. They have so much more offerings than designers in terms of you can buy, let's say, for one designer new fragrance release price, you can get three or four new Middle Eastern perfumes. And I'm not saying like $20, $30. You can get for $40 Hawas, $45. You can get four Hawas for the price of one new Aqua di Gio Parfum or Dior Parfum. So some of you may say, hey, designer fragrances are so worth it, they're better built. And no, they're not better built. Okay, not always, not necessarily. The price point they're asking for, their excuse is it's a brand image. It's so much more to, resource this natural ingredients. Most of our designers do not use natural ingredients. They use good quality ingredients, but they say hiring a perfume costs so much more. But I know for a fact it doesn't cost as much. If you put it in Dior Parfum bottle, the same juice, if you put in a Burberry, it would be $45, $65 tops. Okay, same juice. So they are asking for Creed, Amouage, niche pricing in designer bottle. This is why designers are losing interest from people. They're losing sales, and they are doing so much. They're doing with Facebook, YouTube. They are trying to, create warnings and stuff. They take down your post and they say you cannot say this is a dupe of that, this is a clone of that. Why? Because all their fragrances, when Middle Eastern companies they see, they're sort of like, yeah, you can say unethical. They take their fragrance and they reverse engineer and they release something which is on most part synthetic but good longevity, nice bottles, and most importantly cheap. People do not want to spend more if they can get something similar. They would not buy Aventus if they can get Sydenham. Okay, why? First thing, 85-95% of the world is not rich. Okay, this is the sad reality. And fragrance game is expensive already, but to play this hobby or to add up this hobby, this is how I see as a middle class dude. People want something that is affordable. They make, let's say, how much? $2,000 per month. Is that? Yeah, that's kind of like, let's say on average. No, let's say $1,000 per month in our setup on most part. So this is their salary. So their family, they have to feed their family, children's medical, insurance, car, rent, everything you pay. You don't have 100,000 all by yourself to spend on perfumes. Okay, people still spend fragrances on each month. They put it on credit card. They spend a lot of money, but thinking, I have to buy three latest designer perfume. That's gonna cost you $600. This is the reality. Each fragrance will cost you 200. Dior Parfum, Aqua di Gio Parfum, is it Perfume or the Elixir, whatever the new one, or let's say something new, Jean Paul Gaultier, La Mal, Absolute, Elixir, whatever the new name. Imagine you spending $600 on three fragrances. That is niche pricing. And this is the biggest issue I have. I have nothing against designers in general. If the prices were 100, I would still buy them. I bought many designers. I did review out of my 5,000 odd videos. Many of them were designers, majority. Now I'm buying nothing but Middle Eastern perfumes. Why? Are they sponsoring me? No. My clear reason was they're cheaper. They get views. When I do review, people are more interested because these are the things people would buy. They don't want to buy a niche or indie, which is not available in their country. You cannot go into the boutique and try them. You have to purchase blind with paying, let's say, give you another example, Oud Cadenza or Oud Maracuja. Great fragrances. I think they're top notch. 350 to 550 for 50 ml, and you have to blind buy it. No way to test it. How many people do you think will pull the trigger? I don't know that many. Okay. Even back in the days, Prada L'Homme, designer like, like Bulgari Men in Black, Versace, Dylan Blue, people would go and even blind buy and say, oh, that's okay. That's not so bad. 65 to 85 bucks. It's a lot of money, but it's okay. $200 is not okay. Okay, so whatever the reason, so let's say maybe they do have a valid reason, but check again. Mark like reviewers, they trash most of the designer fragrance like these are not up to their expectations or their standard. Okay, why I say Mark like? Because he's the one who does the most honest reviews, the most frank reviews, and I do like that. I do not expect him to love whatever I love. Okay, and I know that he's a veteran, so he's little bit like less, a little bit of a something will not impress him much. It has to take a lot of uniqueness, and he does like oud, a little bit like Middle Eastern perfume, because he lives in a very cold country. To him, freshies are not that great. To him, Acqua di Gio, Versace Porum, Polo Blue, these are just okay. For us, these are blessings because we live in a very warm setup. If Mark lived here, he came once in Bangladesh, or India, and he see the weather in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, he'll be like, oud here, no. Okay, I'm pretty sure. But people, when they grow up in certain place, to them, the surroundings, they have a huge impact on their choices or taste. So coming to recent, the controversy, let's say controversy, whenever I like to mention, let's say, Aromatic Snip, what is he doing? He's doing so many brand new releases like Ashton, him, Red Essence. These are the channels, the Carly. Maybe they're doing promotional work. Maybe. Okay, I'm saying maybe. I do not know for a fact. I'm not going to say they are absolutely right. But when you see them reviewing every day and they get popularity, they get so much fast numbers, it will annoy some of the reviewers who are from the older times. Okay, not just Mark, but any others. Is it the only reason? No, maybe they feel it's not ethical what they're doing, and they're just promoters, they're marketing, they're putting 15% promotion. It's true, but why are people working? People are working not for free. Even the older the reviewers, they have Notino, Fragrance X, they have coupon codes, and I mentioned it. Now say it. They do make money from those coupon codes. They do decanting. They do have a page. Max 40. Everybody, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Why not people make money out of their hard work? If you're doing work, you're supposed to get views, Google AdSense. You're supposed to get deals from companies. I get a lot of deals from, the YouTube community through my email. I do not respond, but I do get also offers, right? So you have to see, like, not every reviewer is doing it for the money. Perhaps they are in the small minority, but most reviewers are reviewing. Their channels are monetized. Okay, if you have channel monetized, you are working for certain get, right? And if you deny it, like, I'm doing this just for the love of the fragrance game, then why do you have coupon codes? Why do you have, like, use my this code? It applies to everybody who use that, right? So if you pick on certain reviewers, okay, for saying that he is making money from companies, they're giving him free bottles, I am happy for them. Okay, this is where I'm going to stand a little bit different. I will say I'm happy for Carly, I'm happy for Ashton, I'm happy for Neeps, all the people who are getting bottles, deals, company contacting them. Good on them. If they're getting new houses in Dubai, if they're living a luxurious life. Who wants to live a poor, broke life? Tell me, okay, as a normal human being, you tell me. If you're working, don't you want to work for something better? Money matters, man. So I will also say I work for something. I do not work for just the passion of it. Okay, I do have my addiction, passion, all that, but at the same time, this is also my work. And people, when they say, why don't you work for no pay? I'm sorry, man. Would you pay for my work? Would you pay for my time that I invest, the money I invest? No, none of you will. All this channel, everything, you give me viewership. That's your time. I'm very grateful, but I never took or got anything, funding from any company or any seller, any content creator. Never. Whenever I feel, I appear in certain collab videos, some live. Recent times I deal with Shazil Malik Bhai, very nice person. So different people have different agenda. Different people have different reasons to do this work, and people are not doing this for pro bono or say voluntarily. Okay, so here is my 2 cents. Recently I put a video link in my group which say thanks Neep for mentioning me, and that's a great content. And Mark wrote under that, this guy is pure vile, whatever he wrote, and he's clearly not fan of these new reviewers. I would say to each his own, but I don't see anything wrong with it because they are not literally forcing you to buy anything like Neep or other reviewers. They're just putting their work out there. They're getting popularity from majority for a reason. People maybe want to see what they're doing, and they like it. They like the entertainment. They like the bling bling setup. They like a lot of perfumes at the back. And then if they come out with their own bottles and stuff, great for them. I also have a dream, maybe someday if someone offers me. But if I understood it correctly, it has to be a combination of things: fame, name, money, deals, also the passion. It's not just one thing. I would not believe if some channels say I'm doing this just for the passion and I have only 10 views after 10 years, there's no point of doing this review. Honestly speaking, people don't watch you, you don't make any impact on people. There's no point of working. I know many reviewers who are doing this for the passion only in Bangladesh. They're thinking, I'm going to get big, I'm going to get payment from YouTube, I'm going to get reach. It's not going to happen for them. The reason being, I know, because they're not doing it in English, they're doing it in Bengali. In Bangladesh, countries like us, nobody offers you anything. Okay, they want you to do work for them for free. Okay, this is the reality in this side. People just want to take, So perhaps I was just lucky because I worked so many years, 9 years, and I created 5,000 something odd videos. That's why I'm getting, something from YouTube. Maybe it will not be for permanent. Maybe I'll lose it, right? Should I do it afterwards? I will. I did work for 6 to 7 years without any payment from YouTube. There was not monetized channel in Bangladesh. We are not monetized. So whole thing, in a nutshell, let's just wrap it up. I personally believe reviewers who are doing this for marketing and they're just, doing promotion, and you can see before a fragrance is released, they get it. The obvious reason they're getting it because they have the numbers, and the companies, very simple, they want sales, they want to promote it through which, marketing strategy they will promote. The normal marketing on the streets, posters, gone are the days. If you do it on internet without T, nobody watches those anymore. You don't have TV. People don't watch TV, like watch commercials. Like Hugo Boss bottle came out with a new one. Okay, nobody goes. People go to the mart or the shopping mall. They see what's new release. They'll be like, okay, if you have a tester, I spray it. If I have a review, first thing they go is check out Fragrantica and YouTube. This is the whole link. This is the whole chain. This is a commercial product. When reviewers reviewing a perfume, these are commercial products you have to buy with money. Most of it, bulk of it, nobody's giving you for free. Okay, so companies understand it. They'll look at the numbers. Who are the popular ones? Who are getting so much views? Give it to them. If they promote it, perhaps you'll get so much sales. And the reviewers will say with a paycheck, this is 10, this is 9. It's reality. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. It happens. Okay, many places it happens. But when you as a viewer, you spend your hard-earned money, you are the one who's in the decision. If you say, man, I was cheated, no, you are not cheated. You watched the video and decided, I like this guy, I like this girl, I like what they're doing in the community, and I like, let's say, a girl who is wearing a little bit low, and I can see, oh, okay, she's sexy. I'll do it for her, Absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's just scented waters in the bottle. It's your money. It's your mind, how it works. You watch and you're addicted to the game in different groups. You want to buy and showcase. Hey, I got this new release. Do you have it? You don't have it. I have it. So the last point is the Middle Eastern perfumes. I think they are in the top, at the top right now because of price point, longevity, how many dupes they're making. And despite you say, oh, this is not nice, this is not fair, they are stealing someone's property. Many of the niche and design companies are also doing it. You don't bash them, okay? This is my biggest complaint. If you bash everybody. A niche house, Parfum de Marly, or someone else doing something similar to something else done by Creed, it happens. Just an example. And maybe say Versace is doing something similar to something else, okay? You have Mont Blanc Explorer. What is that? Is it a new fragrance? No, it's an Aventus fragrance. But some of the reviewers go, oh man, that's such a good quality fragrance. That's just the best. It's just last. I call BS, I call absolute BS on those. And I think you guys are being very, very, what's the word? What's that word? Man. Anyway, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like, you say something, you believe in something else. Okay. Like that. Right. So hypocritic. Okay. Hypocritical. Don't be a hypocrite, guys. If you are hypocrite, if you are promoting codes and everything and you're bashing someone else for the codes, you are the same as them. Okay, simple. Okay, but I understand also it has to be, sometimes people feel certain way. They have full freedom to express it, right? But I see nothing wrong with these guys are working, these ladies are working, and Middle Eastern fragrances are spending so much money and they're doing huge shipments. You have no idea, man. In this country, India, Pakistan, fragrances like this, Hawases, Rasasi, all the Middle Eastern brand, they're selling like cartons. They're not doing the same for designers. People here, the sellers, they're importing fragrances like 2 or 3 designer stops and mostly niche testers. People are buying those and mostly they're buying the Middle Eastern perfumes. That's the reality. People can buy 10 fragrances for the price of 1 niche fragrance. There you go, reality. What can you do? Things have changed definitely after COVID. A lot of businesses were closed, and a lot of businesses shut down. Zara, many of the outlets, they closed down. Why? Because they didn't have business reality. And I even know that in Saudi or Dubai, Arabian Oud, they had to close their businesses. I heard John Varvatos, they closed their perfume line, or they sold it off. Many companies, they sell their shares off. So these are happening. So you have to understand the whole scenario, how it works. There's no hidden secret, there's no hidden agenda. It's just you. End of the day, as a viewer, you decided who you like to view, you like to trust. Gaining this trust and love from people is not easy. If you did not get anything, for a number of years, no view, no support, you wouldn't do this work, right? So those who are doing the work, I have full respect to you. If I wish, all the reviews you could do, you know uh, from our 100%, like utmost honesty. Sometimes we cannot do it. Let's say, last example, let's say Steven, Neebs, or even Robes send me a fragrance. Will I ever be able to say, man, I hate this, DNA, it's absolute garbage? As a friend, as a respect, as anything, I would be able to do it because they are friends, right? So there is a soft spot. So you have to understand this. When Steven sent me his fragrances, I reviewed it with as much as politeness. Even if I criticize it, I would never say anything bad, because Steven is one of the nicest guys in the community. Okay, if let's say Mark Robezoid, he makes a fragrance which we want his brand, and he releases something and he gives me send me a sample or something, or I buy it, I would not say, man, what did you make? It smells like poop. I would not do it out of respect. So there you go. There are certain situations, and for me, as far as aromatic snips go, he never was rude to me. He was always friendly. He always mentions me, and people are the one who try to make me and him fight. Like when he reviewed one of the Rehan fragrances, he said it smells like Prada L'Homme and Sauvage. I said with uh, you know humble thought, I said they are not the same, and I said it was not long lasting. So people said, hey, Joy said that, so Neeb is lying. I never said Neeb was lying. I said it is his review. Okay, maybe he is doing differently, I'm doing differently, right? So I never said. So these are quote unquote this is a reality. Sorry about the very long video, but I hope you let me know your thoughts, and enjoy your fragrance game. I know that many of you are annoyed with this latest flankers which smell all the same, and Aventus, Sauvage, La Mole Elixir, and just so much expensive. People hate that. I know many of you, right? So what are you enjoying? Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. What are the fragrances you think are worth it? For me, it's niche fragrances nowadays is the best if you can afford them, because they offer uniqueness and they actually have good quality ingredients, and their price almost same as designers. And designers for $200, not many people are interested. Simple. In the Middle Eastern fragrances are benefiting. So take care, guys, and have a nice day. See you soon. Thank you for watching. If you watch all this way, see you. Bye bye.